Hi everyone, it's Christine, your lovable hug of muse, and happy Father's Day, everybody, and also happy summer solstice. So I was posting some of my own Father's Day posts for my husband today, guys, and I was kind of seeing a lot of posts from some people, and I realized how hard this day might actually be for some people who maybe didn't grow up with a dad or had maybe strained or difficult relationships with their own father, or they just no longer had their dad around because maybe they passed away or for one reason or another. And I'm also noticing a lot of exciting things happening right now astrologically, guys, with summer solstice and the next 3 solar eclipses that are happening right now. There's also so much masculine energy coming in this weekend with Miles sextiling with Jupiter. All of this is really making me think not only of the shift that's been going on in our current timeline, but it's also been making me think about the balance that's also happening between the masculine and feminine aspects. I mean, I never really talked to you guys about my personal views on the balance between the masculine and the feminine, pretty much because I never really thought I needed to. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded about different family structures and relationships, and I believe we basically all carry both masculine and feminine aspects in ourselves to some varying degree. And if we actually choose to have partners in life, that's just a further expression of that balance between the masculine and feminine energies. So when I see holidays like Father's Day, especially when it comes to families who may have single family homes or single mothers leading the household or a missing father in the situation, I start to realize it can get really confusing for some people whose situations don't necessarily apply to this particular norm. And truth be told, you guys, this may be more of a norm in actual reality for a lot of people, more so than we realize. And I definitely think it's very awesome and good to celebrate Father's Day for those who are still able to love and appreciate their father figures that are still in their lives, or maybe through memory if they're just no longer there. But I also think it's really good for those who don't necessarily fit in to the mold or any of these categories to kind of reframe how they may look at this holiday, rather than just thinking of it celebrating as that traditional father figure. I mean, definitely start celebrating some of the male energy, not only in the people around you, but also in yourselves. And it's definitely kind of a great way to kind of reframe how you think about things. So there was an article I did find about being fatherless on Father's Day, and the author actually discusses how to go about this day. I think her father had passed away in her storyline. So basically it was just, how to kind of go through this day if it wasn't necessarily such a comfortable day to kind of deal with, or if it's just kind of a difficult day for you. And there were actually, I think, 7 different steps, but I just kind of narrowed it down to 5. That way it's a little bit easier to process. So the very first one was really, you guys, she says to stay off Facebook and social media, but I honestly just think that, you're going to see it in day-to-day experiences. So you're going to go to the park and you're going to see people having barbecues. Basically, don't compare your experiences to other people's experiences. I mean, you guys, we are all uniquely different. We all have different experiences, and you're all valuable no matter what you have or don't have in your life. I mean, number 2, she actually tells you to go out and connect with nature. So it doesn't really go into reasons why, but I think when you go out into nature, you guys, you can actually fully see the feminine and masculine traits all around you, like the sun, and maybe, just the flowers and spring coming around, and just some of the male and female energies that are going on between just the wildlife. So, you see it all around you, and you just really start to feel at one with everything around you. And you just start to realize that you really never really without it. Even if you personally don't have it in your own life, it still encompasses all around you, and you are part of that collectivity, you guys. So, and number 3, you guys, she says, be kind to yourself. So fill your time being around people who nurture that love that you have for yourself. If you just no longer have it anymore, or if you just never felt like you had it in that way, spend some time with the people that nurture that kind of love for you, and also spend some time nurturing that love for yourself. And number 4, you guys, reach out to those male figures who have impacted your life. So the thing is, you guys, you definitely can always experience this father figure relationship and love that you never had from an uncle or a step parent or a male friend, companion, or spouse. I mean, in essence, if you're seeing the kind of love a healthy, strong, and compassionate male figure can have for another person, you can definitely see the way a father could love their child. And number 5, you guys, find a way to celebrate the day with whoever you think fills that role of the masculine energy for you guys. And guess what? In the article, you guys, it doesn't even have to be a male. You can seriously celebrate this day with your single mother or your friends. You're basically just going to be celebrating just the role of that masculine energy. And maybe through people around you that kind of embody or embrace that, or that was that masculine father figure energy in your life. And you guys, I just want to basically let you all know that you have everything in you and around you that can fill that empty space. I mean, if you even consider avoid it all, you guys, because it's really important to know that you too encompass this male energy to some degree. I mean, if you've ever had to be that single mother or a child that had to step in and take on the responsibilities of that missing parent, then you're going to realize that you wear that badge of honor just as much as anyone else. And you guys, I feel that all the changes that have been going on lately, I really feel like we really need to just learn to love and honor both the feminine and masculine in ourselves and in each other. I mean, no matter where we are in life or what situations we find we're in, I definitely want us to kind of maintain that sense of love and honor for ourselves and for the people around us. I think it's so important. And I think it's just so important to share this ideology with you guys today, because I do realize that this isn't the easiest holiday for some people. It might bring up some emotions. A lot of people have different types of experiences with those male figures in their lives, and sometimes they weren't always the most positive ones. So it's really so important that we learn to reframe that in our lives with the people that we have now that nurture that part of us that maybe we didn't get growing up. I mean, for me, for instance, my husband has taken the place of that in so many ways. He became kind of that loving and nurturing father figure for my daughter growing up, and he was there for a very significant time in her life. So I definitely honor and want to give some recognition to that. And I think when we do that for whoever we find in our lives, you guys, like I said, you can find this in so many different situations, whether it be a friend or a brother or a step parent. I mean, there's so many male figures out there in our lives that really can fill in that role of what healthy masculine energy should look like. And there definitely should be a balance, everyone. I'm not going to say that there's a right or wrong amount, there's a right or wrong situation, or there's a particular way it has to look. All right. There's definitely a lot of females who carry the same masculine energy, and they fill those roles in some ways for some people as well. So, whatever the universe kind of brings to you, learn to love and honor that, everyone. And I definitely want to thank you guys for coming out and joining me today. This is just something I kind of, always kind of go through every year, because my personal experiences with having like a father figure for my daughter in life wasn't a normal one. So I always have to kind of rethink it every year, and this year I just decided to share it with everybody. So thank you so much for joining me, you guys. If you feel like this is something someone could need out there, please like and share it. Other than that, you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy the outside with someone that you love and care about. And you guys have an amazing one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.